Chris, so we've had a 2-week break now since the last game. How do you think going into a game like this, the big Dundalk game, the big derby, how do you think that 2-week break is going to either benefit you or kind of hamper your preparations going into it tomorrow?
No, it's you got to prepare for this game like we prepared for the President's game. I thought we played very well in that game against Dundalk. Obviously there's a lot made of this game because they seem like you're the main rivals, but when we went into the Pats game, we worked on a lot of things. Like the gaffer said, it's still a new team. We're still feeling each other out in certain positions and certain situations. So obviously having that little break now, it's nice to get back and work on a couple of things in the training ground, and hopefully we can take that into the game tomorrow night and get our first win and get the first 3 points that we want on that board. And
you say it's still a new team as such. The league's only just started, and as you said, you had that break. How do you think yourself coming into the team as a new player and the rest of the signings coming from Dundalk and other Bows, etc., how do you think the team is gelling in terms of the pre-season games you've had, the President's Cup and the first league game?
I think we're getting on very well. I mean, when I spoke to the gaffer before, he said the team's a great team to come into, great lads, and they've made us all feel very welcome. And I think from the performances in pre-season, I know we've been split teams for a couple of games, but performances in pre-season have been very encouraging. Like I said, the Dundalk game, I thought we played very well, so it showed like the new guys came in, settled in pretty well in that game. I thought we controlled long periods of that game. And again against St. Pat's, I know we only got the draw, but again I thought there was some good spells of play, and I thought we did okay in that. There's plenty of things to build on, plenty of things that we've done positively that we can take into the next games. But like I said, it's still early stages, and I'm sure we're only going to go from strength to strength the more we play together.
And on a personal note, from yourself coming in, from where you've been so far in your career, how does Rovers compare in terms of the professionalism and the setup that they have here? Because a lot of people, they cast a light over the League of Ireland, and it's not up to standard as other leagues in Europe. But you've played in America, you've played in the UK. Like, what's your opinion on the club so far?
I can only speak for myself really about my opinion on being here has been first class. They treat the lads really well. They have everything we need here. In terms of this, I've been training with a couple of League 1, League 2 teams, and certainly don't have the budget or the facilities to some that we'd have here at the moment. But it's a first class setup here. It's done right. The gaffer and having the staff here, ex-players as well, experience. I think that's a fantastic help. Having Robbie here as well has been great for the younger lads. So in terms of the coaching side of things, it's been first class. We're well treated off the field as well. So yeah, it's been a great experience for me, and I'm happy to be here, and it's one of the biggest teams in Ireland, and it's a privilege, and and just hopefully we can kick on and do something good this season.
And then finally, you're probably seeing that speaking of the club and the way the facilities are and everything, you've probably seen that Gavin Zunu was starting for Ireland the past 2 games. Do you think that kind of shows what the club is all about here in terms of producing internationals?
Yeah, I think like you said in the last question, I think a lot of people can turn their nose up when they think, oh, it's the League of Ireland, but when you look at the quality that comes through, and you see, like you said, the goalkeeper Gavin making his international debut, there is a route through for people coming here. It's not only that, there's other Irish players there that started in the League of Ireland now go on to do good things for the national team and in the Championship, and even like you look at the other boys that are in the Premier League at the moment. But there is a good route, and it's a difficult one, but I feel coming here, I don't think if you're a young lad especially, not to turn your nose up at the opportunity to come and play in professional football at a good level. Obviously here we have the European football, so if you're a young lad abroad in England, say playing in the Premier Division 2 or Premier League 2, coming over here would be a no-brainer to get the experience, playing in Europe, having so many European games under your belt. So it shouldn't be turning your nose up at, and it is a good standard. You've seen last week how competitive it is when we played against Pats, the high intensity and pressing, and like Dundalk were in Europa League last year. So there's a lot of quality here, and like I said, you shouldn't turn your nose up at the opportunity to come and play.
Yeah, let's hope for a quality encounter tomorrow as well. Perfect. Cheers, Chris.
Thanks.